This is handy because what if we wanted to do another house directly below our first house? Well, we can just copy and paste roof, body, ground level. When we run this, in the console, you're going to see two houses, one on top of the other. Now, let's say instead of having two houses, we want to have multiple bodies. So, just copy and paste the body method multiple times so that you have a roof, body, 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 then a ground level. When we run that, we're going to see a really tall building. But there's an easier way to do it. Right here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different bodies. And if you remember, the for statement is used to tell a program to do a certain statement or a certain group of statements a specific amount of times. We're going to put a for statement within the body. So go down to where we have our body method, and inside the parentheses, we're going to say integer n. And this whole number that we type in is going to be the number of bodies that will be printed out. We're printing these two lines out a specific amount of times, so these need to be enclosed in a for loop. So we're going to have for, and we're going to initialize our for loop. So we're going to say integer I, and we'll start at 1. And we want to go up until integer n. So we want to print these out n times. So that's going to be for I that's less than or equal to n. And we're going to add 1 to I each time. Close these two lines within the for statement. So open the for statement, and then after those two lines, close the for statement. So now we have our public static void body, integer n, so the amount of bodies we want. We have a for statement, and it's all enclosed within that public static void. What this is saying, we're starting at I equals 1. Let's say we wanted to print out two bodies. It's starting at I equals 1, and 1 is less than or equal to 2, so it's going to print out this body, or these two lines, and then add 1 to I. So I now becomes 2, and 2 is still less than or equal to 2, which we specified as the number of bodies we wanted. So it's going to print this out again a second time. And then it's going to add 1 to I, so I is now 3, and 3 is not less than or equal to n. So it's going to stop this for statement, which will move on from the body method, and then go to ground level. So you can see body is underlined in red because we do not have an integer within the parentheses. If we were to write 0, there would be no body printed out. It would just be the roof and the ground level. Let's say that we wanted two bodies printed out. It would be the roof, one body, and a second body. There is essentially no restriction on this number inside of here. So if we wanted 9 bodies, we would just type integer 9 in, run the code, and you can see in the console that our building is going to be 9 bodies tall. And that's just a quick example on how to use a for statement within a method that you created.